You want that with mayonnaise and tomatoes, or?
Yeah, I'll take it with mayonnaise, but I'm not a big tomatoes guy. Meat Loaf, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am fantastic. Life is good for me, and I'm sure life is always good for you. It's Meat Loaf.
Yeah, it's, it's just like anybody. Life has its ups and downs, doesn't it?
That's true. Yeah, life's got to have... It's probably got more ups, though, when you've got, like, walls full of platinum records and a full bank account.
You know what? That doesn't... I don't even see them. You wouldn't know I was even in the music business if you came into my house.
You're just a normal dude living a normal life.
Yeah, the only way, you see the Bat Out of Hell cover, which I have framed in a nice frame, and if you look really hard on the mantle, you see the Grammy Award, and other than that, you wouldn't have a clue.
I gotta say, tell you a little story. When I was a kid, my dad he didn't live at home with us, but he'd come back and visit, and in his truck, he had the Bat Out of Hell cassette, and I stole it from him, and that was like one of the first musical experiences.
The cassette and not the 8-track.
Exactly, yeah. I'm dating myself. I'm a little young here, but I listened to that cassette tape all the time. That was like my first musical experience with like a song that I had that I could listen to over and over again, and I loved it.
The great thing about that is if you listen to it in the car, the great thing is the album lasts the whole time you were driving someplace.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing they found out about, there's 3 things about Bat Out of Hell over the years that I found to be most interesting. One is that it was determined that they did the survey, what music were you listening to when you got a speeding ticket, when you got pulled over by the police. And the number 1 album was Bat Out of Hell. The second was what music, because they've always said music makes plants grow. What music made plants grow faster than any other music? And they used to say it would be classical music. Well, they did a survey, and it turned out to be Bat Out of Hell.
Wow.
And the third one was what music do psychologists recommend most their patients listen to? And it turned out to be Bat Out of Hell.
That's crazy. I know all it does to me is it gets me pumped and like probably a little embarrassed because I could see myself jamming to it as I'm driving, and it's such epic music. It's not like you can just kind of casually bob your head. It's like you have to really get into it and use the hands and everything.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not. A lot of albums you can put you can put them on and walk around the house and vacuum, and I always call that kind of refrigerator music. And I've never made refrigerator music. You have to pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm. That is for sure. Well, you've got a new show on DirecTV, Rockin' a Hard Place. How's that going?
Yeah, it's really a good show too. It's very good, and they gave away a lot of money to charity this year, which was great, between $500,000 and $700,000. So, and I like that aspect of it. That we were giving away a lot of money to charity.
Yeah, that's cool.
And a lot of different charities, and that's good because people, the research facilities and things like that need a lot of help, and the bands were great, and they came on, and it just proved to you that we're all complete morons.
At least if you're going to be morons, though, at least you can do it for a good cause.
Yeah. If you're going to be a moron, do it for a good cause.
Exactly. How'd you get into the whole game show thing? Like, you've been doing a lot of stuff recently that it's like, I never thought I'd see Meat Loaf here.
I just do a lot of stuff. I've always done a lot of... I've never... I don't... There's a lot of stuff I don't do, I can tell you that. They asked me to do that celebrity... when is that Donald Trump thing?
Oh, The Apprentice, Celebrity Apprentice?
Yeah, I told them no. They asked me to do a lot of reality stuff, and I don't do it. I refuse.
Are you so never? We'll never see Meat Loaf on a reality show?
You never say never.
That's true.
I went on... Tommy Lee and Ludacris had that reality show about Planet Green.
Uh-huh.
And I did a little 2 or 3 minutes on that. That was fine.
It's all as a theme here. It's like all stuff that's for a good cause. You seem to get behind here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's important, and generally that's what I would do. I'm not gonna let you come into my house and first of all, I'm boring.
So it wouldn't be like the Osbournes if they came into Meat Loaf's house to film a show. It wouldn't be like Ozzy and the Crazy Family.
No, it would have been in the in the 80s when my kids were home. It would have been interesting, but my kids are grown. It's much more interesting following around. My youngest daughter actually, she may do a reality show, but I said for her it was okay because it would introduce it. It's not a bad thing for her.
Uh-huh. You've obviously seen the ups and downs of this business here. The entertainment business is something you'd want to see your kids do?
I'll tell you what, it's a lot. I tell you what, with the way the media is, it's a lot better than running for president.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of that, are you getting behind one of the candidates in this election?
I never talk about politics.
You're one of the few celebrities I've heard say that recently. It's kind of refreshing.
You know what? I'm an independent, and the only thing that I did lately is that they had me on some CBS thing as a Republican, and I wrote them a letter, and I said, I am not a Republican, I am an independent. I have voted for Bill Clinton, I have voted for George Bush, I have voted for George McGovern, I have voted for Ronald Reagan, I have voted for Jimmy Carter, I've been to the Carter inaugural, I played the Clinton inaugural, I played the Bush inaugural. I am an independent. Do not put me in there. I make up my mind at the time.
Are we going to see more music from you? Or are you going?
Yeah, we started an album. I started an album in January with Rob Cavallo, who produced Goo Goo Dolls and Dave Matthews and Chemical Romance. And what has he won in the last 14 years? He's produced 5 Album of the Years for the Grammys.
Oh, wow. So it's there's no slowing down for Meat Loaf. You're still trucking along.
I got 4 films. I got one in January called Polish Bar with, I can't remember everybody. And then Brittany Murphy and Brotherly Love. And then Rat Bastard with... I see his name. I see him, but I can't remember his name. I feel really bad.
He's good. We'll just assume that he's a good actor.
He's very good. Trust me, I'm scared to death.
Well, you've got a lot going on. Rockin' a Hard Place is the show on DirecTV. Money's going for a good cause there, and it sounds like life is good. I heard you had a few health problems there, but it sounds like you're right back on track.
I've had the worst month. It's been absolutely disgusting.
Well, it's good to hear that everything's going well and that we'll hear some new music from you. Meat Loaf, thanks so much for talking to us here in Montana.
No problem. Thank you.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.